remember my son saying to me, "Dad, what do you want from me? What is it that you want from me? I'm going to school. I'm taking out the trash. What do you want from me?" I didn't quite understand what he was saying. Surely he should know what I really want from him. But then later on I find myself asking God, "God, what do you really want from me? I'm going to church, I'm giving, I'm doing everything I can do. What is it you want from me? I don't have any that peace inside of me. Tell me, what is it you want from me? What do you want?" How would you like today to know exactly, without a question, without a shadow of doubt, what God really wants from you? Would you like to know that? Would that give you peace on the inside? Just knowing exactly what God wants from you. And you know, when I tell you what it is, you're going to be surprised and you're going to be glad. As a matter of fact, you could take this entire Bible and you could take all the seminary and all the training that you get and you can funnel it down into this one thing that I'm going to tell you. That's awesome, isn't it? To know exactly what God wants from you. Well, before I tell you how this is going to work, I need to tell you a story about Grandpa. Grandpa was about 80 years old. I was a little bitty guy. He called me a whippersnapper. Some of you may know what that means, just a little fella. I don't remember much about Grandpa until this one time Grandma and Mom came into the living room. We lived in this big old windy house, had a fireplace, and in this one particular room had a bed and a little colored black and white TV. And I remember Mama and Grandma coming in and saying to Alva, was my grandpa, "Alva, Bud's mom and I, we want to go shopping, and we want you to watch Bud for us while we're gone." And I could see that drowsy look in Grandpa's eye. He did not want to watch me at all. It was time for him to take that nap, and he started making excuses. And Grandma kept saying, "Well, can't you just watch him for a few minutes?" And I would say, okay, I'll watch him, you know. So they left, and Grandpa sit there by the fireplace, rocking, talking to me a little bit. Then I saw his eyes start to close there a little bit. You know how old folk do it, you know. He'd blink off. He realized he's going to have to lay down. He's going to be in trouble. So he gets up and he picks me up and he sits me there in the rocking chair in front of the fireplace. He said, "Now, Bud," he said, "I'm going to go right over in this bed right here and I'm going to lay down and take me a little nap. Don't you get up. You understand?" And he kept emphasizing, "Don't get out of this chair. You understand?" Of course, you know, I said, "Yeah." And Grandpa goes over there and he lays down in that bed and he's got his arm off like this and he's sound asleep in no time, snoring. And I'm sitting in that rocking chair rocking, and I see the fire crackling. Like so many other times, I saw Grandpa and Grandma and different people take the poker and they'd poke in the fire a little bit. Well, you know I had to do that too, right? So I got up, get the poker, and I start poking around in the fire. That poker got red hot. And for some reason, don't ask me why. When you ask a little kid, "Why do you do things?" they don't know. They really don't know. I don't know why I did this. I don't recommend anybody doing this. But I took that poker over there with as hot as it could be, and I laid it in Grandpa's hand. I don't know why I did it. Hey, but something happened. My grandpa, 80 years old, defied gravity. I've never seen anybody come up out of a bed like that. He didn't even know what gravity meant, but he defied it. And when he came up off that bed, he was screaming like an animal. "Ah! Ah!" And he got up and he was running around the room going like this. And he was just bouncing backwards and forwards and trying to figure out what happened. What happened? What happened? I mean, how can I go to bed, lay down, take a nap one minute and everything's okay, and the next minute I'm burning up? And he kept going. He was trying to see if something else was on fire other than himself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this was something, boy. He would just pace and go, "My God, oh God," and his hand was on fire. And then he kept pacing backwards and forwards trying to figure it out, and then his eyes come over and caught me, and there I was standing there holding that poker. And then it all come together, you know what I mean? And my grandpa said, "Why you," I can't say what he said. You know, my grandpa was a dyed-in-the-wool Methodist. He didn't know language, I thought, like that.